Okay, so the next topic we can start, that is known as a coordination compound. So in this coordination compound, so first we can see what is meant by coordination compound. So coordination compound has a central metal atom or the ion surrounded by the number of atoms or the molecules, and that compound is known as a coordination compound. In coordination compound, the coordinate bond is present between the metal atom and the donating species. So I will take the example of coordination compound, and that is a cisplatin, which is very important compound which is used in the treatment of cancer. So in that complex, the platinum is the central metal atom, and there are two types of ligands are surrounded with the platinum. One is known as ammonia and the second one is known as chlorine. So first we can see what is meant by ligands. So ligands are the donating species. Normally they donate electron pair to the central metal atom, or we can also say that the species surrounding the central metal atom or the ion is called as a ligands. So ligands donate electron pair to the central metal atom. So according to Levy's theory, ligands are, according to Levy's theory, ligands are Levy's base. According to Levy's theory, ligands are Levy's base, and metal atom accept electron. So according to Levy's theory, metal atom are Levy's acid. Metal atom are Levy's acid. So in coordination complex, the metal to ligand has a bond, and that bond is known as a coordinate bond that can be represented by a arrow like that. Coordinate bond. Okay, next point we can see the types of ligands. So ligands are classified on the basis of point of attachment. The ligands are classified on the basis of point of attachment, and they are classified into two major types. One is known as monodentate ligands. And second one is known as polydentate ligands. So there are two major classification of the ligands, monodentate ligands and polydentate ligands. Okay, monodentate ligands, mono means one, dent means a tooth or point of attachment. So monodentate ligands are, we can say that the ligand which has single donor atom. The ligand which has a single donor atom, and such ligands are known as a monodentate ligands. They can donate one electron pair to the metal atom and form one coordinate bond, and such ligands is known as a monodentate ligand. The example of monodentate ligands are Cl minus, or all the halogens are monodentate ligands, or OH minus, Cn minus. These are attached to the metal atom by single coordinate bond. So these are known as a monodentate ligands. These are known as a monodentate ligands. So next is a polydentate ligands. Poly means more than one, and dent means a tooth. So we can say that polydentate ligand has two or more donor atoms. Two or more donor atoms linked to the central metal atom is called as a polydentate ligands. They are further classified as bidentate ligand. They are further classified as bidentate ligand or tridentate ligand, tetradentate ligand, pentahexadentate ligands. So we can say that in bidentate ligand there is 2 point of attachments or 2 donor atoms, and these are known as a bidentate ligands. In case of tridentate ligands there is a 3 donor atoms. In bidentate there is a 2 donor atoms. Okay, in bidentate ligands there is 2 donor atoms. In tridentate ligands there is a 3 donor atoms. So first example of bidentate ligand is ethylene diamine. It is very important example. Ethylene diamine. Ethylene diamine. The abbreviation used for the ethylene diamine is EN. So you can generally represent that ethylene diamine is NH2 CH2 CH2 NH2. There is 2 donor atoms, and that donor atoms are nitrogen. There is 2 nitrogen atoms are present, and which donate electron pair to the metal atom. Ethylene diamine is a neutral ligand. They do not carry any charge. Another example of bidentate ligand is oxalate ion. Another example is oxalate ion. So oxalate ion is generally represented as C2O4 minus 2. So we can write the structure of that oxalate ion, which has a carbon-carbon single bond, one is carbon-carbon double bond, and another is a carbon-oxygen single bond. So the net charge in that oxalate ion is a minus 2. So it is the example of bidentate ligand. So next example we can see that is hexadentate ligand. It is very important, hexadentate ligand. So we can say that there is 6 donor atoms is present in that hexadentate ligand, and that is the abbreviation of hexadentate ligand. The example of hexadentate ligand is ethylene diamine tetraacetate. Example is ethylene diamine tetraacetate. Ethylene diamine tetraacetate, and the abbreviation is we can write here EDTA, and the net charge in that EDTA is -4. The net charge the net charge is a -4. So in EDTA we can write the structure of that EDTA. It is very easy. So N, ethylene means there is 2 carbon atom, then that N is attached to acetate group CH2COO minus, CH2COO minus, similarly CH2COO minus or CH2COO minus. So there is 6 donating donor atoms. So first one is that nitrogen, second that nitrogen, and there is 4 oxygen atoms, 1, 2, 3 and 4. So these are the 6 donor atom, and due to that reason EDTA is a hexadentate ligand. So next type is ambidentate ligand. Next type is ambidentate ligand. So in ambidentate ligand, it is a special type of ligand. So in that type of ligand, the ligand has the ligand which have two donor atoms, the ligand which has two donor atom and use the electron pair of either donor atoms to form a coordinate bond with metal ion, is called as ambidentate ligands. There are three examples of ambidentate ligand which is very important. One is known as NO2, that is nitro. Second one is known as CN, CN means a cyanide, and third one is SCN, SCN means thiocyanide. So if I will take an example of NO2, so in that NO2, if nitrogen is act as a donor atom and which is form a coordinate bond with a metal atom, or oxygen donate electron pair to the nitrogen, to the metal atom, and so there is a two donor atoms, one is a oxygen and second one is known as a nitrogen. So this type of ligand is known as a ambidentate ligand. Okay, so terms used in the coordination chemistry. So we can see the some terms, some basic points which is mostly used in the coordination chemistry, and the first one is known as a coordination sphere. So coordination sphere means, so we can say that the metal atom or the metal ion and the ligand linked to it are placed in a square bracket, and that is known as a coordination sphere. Okay, so we can say that the central atom in coordination sphere, the central metal ion and ligands linked to it are enclosed in a square bracket. It is called coordination sphere. It is called coordination sphere. So next is we can use a complex ion. So in coordination in complex ion, the coordination sphere in complex ion, the coordination sphere comprising central metal atom and the surrounding ligands together carry net charge is called complex ion, is called a complex ion. Okay, so coordination ion, complex ion, coordination sphere comprising a central metal ion and the surrounding ligands together carry net charge is called as a complex ion. Another important basic point we can see, that is known as a counter ion. Okay, counter ion means the ionizable group which is shown outside the bracket are called as a counter ions. Okay, in counter ion, the ionizable groups shown outside the bracket are called counter ion, The example is, suppose I will take example K4FeCN6, K4FeCN6. So in that case, the K4 potassium ion is present outside the square bracket and FeCN6 is inside the square bracket. That inside the square bracket is known as a coordination sphere, and where potassium is present are known as the ionization sphere, and that potassium is known as a counter ion. Okay, next point we can see, that is charge number of the complex ion. How to find the charge number of complex ion, and oxidation state of metal ion, So first, how to find out the charge number of the complex ion and the oxidation state of the metal ion. So we can find the net charge on the complex ion is its charge number, and the algebraic sum of the charges carried by the metal ion and the ligands. So simply we can calculate the charge number of the complex ion. Suppose I will take an example. Example is, if K4FeCN6 is the coordination complex, K4FeCN6, so that complex is ionizes as 4K plus FeCN6 bracket raised to -4, and we can calculate the charge number, we can calculate the oxidation state of the iron. So the charge number of the complex ion is a -4, so we can write oxidation state of Fe, that can be calculated, plus number of ligands. There are 6 cyanide ligands are present in the complex, so 6 into charge of Cn minus ion is equal to net charge of the complex ion. So we can find out the oxidation state of Fe. So oxidation state of Fe, so you can also consider that oxidation state of Fe is X, and 6 into the charge of the Cn minus or cyanide ion has net carry -1 charge is equal to net charges present in the complex is -4. 6 into -1, there is -6. So -6 going to the right side, we can write Fe is +6 -4, that is +2. So oxidation state of Fe in that complex is +2.